Hello, this is Gareth Williams, and in this video I want to demonstrate how to hack the lane box from HackTheBox. This video has been retired for some time now, and I know there are tons of videos and write-ups out there, but I'm doing this for my own demonstration purposes. I plan on doing a few videos on retired VMs from HackTheBox, but there will be far better resources out there. One in particular will be IPsec, who has been a great resource for me. So at the moment all I have done is an Nmap scan, and I've saved it to this text file here. We can see a number of ports that are open on this device, on this box, and this is the IP address here. So we have FTP, SSH, SMB, and there's 3632, which is dist CCD here. Port 21 allows anonymous logins, but we're going to ignore that. Port 22 is used for SSH, and we can ignore that for now. The services that I'm interested in are these here. So these are SMB and this CCD. So we have the version number of Samba that is running on this particular box here, and we can see whether there are any exploits available for this. So we can just do a search exploit within our Kali Linux for that, and we see here there are two exploits available. One of them uses the Metasploit framework. So we can simply open up the MSF console, which is Metasploit, let that run, and in the meantime we can do some scans of SMB here. So one thing that we can do is SMB map -h10.10.10.3, and these are the folders that it's managed to find. So all with the exception of one we don't have access to. This TMP we do have access to, and we have read-write access. So we can try to connect to it using SMB client on 10.10.10-3 on TMP. Now I always get this message here whenever I try to connect to this IP and the folder. If you've managed to successfully connect to this using SMB client, please let me know, because I'm interested to know if there's a way of exploiting this without using Metasploit. So I have Metasploit open. If I was to grab the version number, and if I was to simply search for that, we see that we have a exploit module. We can use this to show options. We need to set our remote host, which is our VM, set our host 10.10.10.3, and we can just simply run it. And as simple as that, we are connected as root. So therefore we can go into the home directory, see the list of users. I'm interested in this particular user, and if we do a wc-c on user.txt, we can see the value of 33. If we do wc-help, C indicates the number of bytes. We can also go into the root directory, and there we see the root flag there. So wc-c root.txt, and that's also 33. So we can cat the output of these out of these files and input them onto the HackTheBox website. And that is it for SMB. The other one I want to look at in particular was the other port that we found, which is a bit more interesting. If we was to look at if we was to do a search in Metasploit for this particular service, we will find this module here. We can again simply use it, do a show options. We could set our host to 10.10.10-3. We could just simply run it. And we are connected. However, we are connected as the daemon user. Okay, and we're in the TMP directory. If we was to move into the home directory, cd macus, we wc-c user.txt. So we have access to that particular flag there. If we was to go into the root directory, we could see the flag. However, we don't have permission. So we need to do some privilege escalation. How to do this? Well, we need a better connection, really. I don't particularly like this connection whatsoever. The output isn't very good. It's a bit messy. So let's see what we can do about it. So I'm going to see if netcat is available. And netcat is available. So we can set up a reverse TCP session here. I'm going to open up a port 1234, and this is just going to be listening for that connection. If we was to do NC, and I don't know my IP address. Okay, it is that. And see that 1234. We're going to use this -c option. bin-sh would be good. And we have a connection as that particular user. Again, this isn't very good output, so let's see if we can do something about it. So we do a Python, see if I can remember this, -c -import pty.spawn bin/bash Okay, and then we could do a Control Z, and then stty raw-echo, and then fg, and then we have auto completion as well. So we're in the root directory, but we need to be able to read this here. We could run some privilege escalation scripts to see what is available to us. One thing that does spring to mind there would be this .ssh folder. So we could go into this SSH here, and at the moment, if there was a RSA key here, we would grab that, and then we could probably log in as root using that. But we don't have write permission. We have read and execution permission, so there's not a lot we can do in that particular folder. One of my favorite commands to use, well, you could do a sudo-l, but we need a password for that, so that is no good to us. Another good command would be this here, perm-u equals s dash type f to that slash dev slash null. These are commands that will be executed as root. So we could take one of these commands, and if we could exit out of it, we would get a root shell. One thing that does spring to mind, or one thing that does stand out to me, not all of these would be good for us, but one of them is good, which is Nmap. We was to take Nmap, we could just do an sh// yeah, this is a good one for us to use. We can execute it here. So if we was to simply paste our Nmap, and we do -- interactive, if I can spell that. We're in an interactive mode on Nmap. If we was to simply do this command, we have exited out of Nmap, and we are root. And there we have it. I don't think there's anything else to show on this box. It is a relatively, well, it is an easy box, but there are a couple of ways to exploit it. If anybody does successfully connect to it using the SMP client, please let me know. But yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching.